The topic of the conversation is always going to be self-improvement, to become the greatest version of yourself. What does it truly mean to strive for excellence? What is it that you're willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to let go every day without fail to become the greatest version of yourself? It's these important questions that you have to be asking yourself. What is it that you want out of life? Do you want comfort? Do you want love? Do you want fame? Do you want wealth? Do you want a girlfriend? Do you want a boyfriend? These questions that you really need to start asking yourself, because there comes a point in everybody's life where time is running out. You have a time clock on this thing called life. You don't know when your time is coming. And so what the most beautiful thing is, the most beautiful question that you should be asking yourself on a daily is, if I were to die right now, not to make it so deep like this, but it is that deep. If I were to die right now, eyes closed, but I'm still awake, I'm in the hospital and I got all my loved ones around me. I don't hear none of them, but you only hear the thoughts that's in your mind. The question is, what would be circulating your thoughts at the moment? Would it be regret, shame, embarrassment, all these negative thoughts? Or would you be consumed with pride, joy, acceptance, release? Because you woke up every day giving your full effort. You did everything that you could with the experiences that you had and with the knowledge that you had to become the greatest version of yourself, to get one step closer to your desired reality. We are limitless and we are boundless. Do not allow the society that we live in to constrain your optimism, to constrain your dreams, to put you in a box to where you are enslaved. To seek freedom constantly. It's really intentional to drink water. As I make these videos, I want to find more direction, more purpose, more guidance. I'm not just rambling. I'm actually speaking of something that is adding value to the audience's life. To protect your dreams at all costs. As we live our life, we have jobs. We have people that we work with at this job that know you. They know the version of you that you present to the world at work. And there's a different version of yourself when you're at home. And there's a different version when you're with your mom. There's a different version when you're with your homies. But the most true and the most realist version of yourself is when you're laying at home, on your bed, in your room, wherever you're at, by yourself. What is it that you think about? What is that constantly circulates through your mind? Self-improvement, 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 self-improvement. What am I willing to let go to ascend to the greatest version of myself? Who am I willing to let go? What habits and what thought processes must I inherit? What belief system must I get rid of in order to make room for more positive and constructive thoughts? Who and what are the people that I surround myself with? Are these people that I surround myself with a reflection of who I am? Would I be proud to present myself to the world with these people to my left and my right? Would I be proud of stepping out into the world with the woman that is on my left? Everything that you do, everything that you say, every aspect of your life has a purpose and it has to have a meaning. It's a reflection of you, regardless whether you see it as that true or not. There is meaning to everything. You have freedom to internalize what the meaning is. God has given you the freedom of choice, the freedom of life. What is it that you want out of this world? To strive towards that every day. I understand that when you get home, you tired. You just want to sit down and scroll just for a little bit, for 5 minutes. You see the dishes in the dishwasher. I'll get to it. You see the blanket on the floor. You see the shoes on the floor. I'll get to it. It's coming into those moments right there where you are hyper aware over your thoughts. You do not succumb to comfort. You don't allow yourself to give in to complacency. If you see an issue, you take care of it right away. Because once you start to develop a sense of procrastination and putting things to the side, you are enabling that belief. And every day you push aside your responsibilities. There's a wall being built that you cannot see. And once you establish and once you attempt to become the greatest version of yourself, as everybody should, these are the perks of living in the city. Yes. Beignets. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I love it. But once you dive into this lifestyle, this way of living, of striving to become the greatest version of yourself, you have to be hyper aware over your thoughts. For the only thing that is true is what is up here. What you allow to be true is up here. I deserve this pizza. Do you though? I deserve to sit down and scroll for a little bit. Do you though? I want to go hang out with this girl. What is she bringing to your life to become the greatest version of yourself? Everything that is a part of your life must be in alignment to self-improvement. If the people that you surround yourself with do not add value, they must go. If the substances that you indulge in does not improve your mental state and your physical appearance, it has to go. If the food that you eat, that you consume, and the liquids that you consume does not get you into a better physique as a man, it has to go. What are you willing to let go in order to become the greatest version of yourself? You must be willing to let go of everything that you already know is bad for you in an instant. Understand that it takes time. Understand that it takes patience. We have such big dreams and such big goals, but we don't allow ourselves the patience to go through the failures, to even step into the door. You expect yourself to accomplish this amazing goal right off the rip when you've been living a life of complacency and procrastination and overindulging in the life. How are you going to allow your mind the grace if you're not even giving yourself the grace? You're always constantly getting mad at yourself, constantly putting so much pressure and so much hatred in your heart when you are just trying to figure it out. You got to learn how to talk to yourself more kinder. Because the words that you constantly feed yourself, they do matter. They are a reflection of you. Somebody asks you how your day is. I'm here, you know. Where does that come from? It is a reflection of how you already talk to yourself. It is a perception of how you perceive the world. If you perceive the world as a negative, nothing positive is going to come out of your mouth. And if there's nothing positive from within, how are you expected to attract anything from the outside world that's positive? For the only truth is the mentality that you have in your mind. The only truth that there is real is the perception. You must be willing to have the patience with yourself in your journey that one, this takes time. It takes years. It takes a lot of intentionality, a lot of patience, a lot of awareness, a lot of embarrassments, a lot of detachment in order to be aware of your thoughts, be aware of these emotions that are stirring up in my heart. Like, what is it? Where is it coming from? I don't like this. I was really cooking. I'm actually kind of upset about that because I'm actually preaching. I'm actually empowering myself as I'm speaking about this. But you know, the greatest thing about this is that this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. You're going to have more to experience, more life to experience, and more pain and more happiness and more love and more joy. You just have to be patient with it. Understand that life is going to come at you like a hurricane, but what you do and how you respond in those moments, it is a reflection of who you are. Can you be patient? Can you be calm? Can you be slow to respond? Can you control your emotions when times get tough? Even when you fail though, even when you don't control your emotions and you lash out on somebody, that puts you in a situation that can affect your finances, can affect your mental state, can affect your physique, can affect your entire routine. Do you still give in to the adversity? Do you allow the difficulties of life to grab you by the fucking balls and throw you wherever you want to just because of things are not in alignment with how you expect it to be? You got to understand that life comes at you at every angle. But that's where you grow. That's where you adapt. That's where you understand that I don't care what's in front of me. I don't care how difficult life gets. I don't care that the fact that I just argued with my girlfriend, my homies, or I don't even have no friends and work is on my ass and my bills are late and I don't even have a car. My tires just went out. So the fuck what? You gonna give up? You gotta show up at the end of the day. You still gotta get to this shit. That's when you really understand yourself. Are you really a dog? Do you really want this shit? You gotta be hungry, bro. You gotta really understand that when times get tough, this is the best time to grow. This is the most time for me to grow. Who am I when things are getting difficult, when people are yelling at me, when my job is on my ass? Who am I behind the closed doors? How can I center myself to who I need to be for myself? It's me first. God first, me second, always. How do I find God within adversity? How do I find itself through adversity? Self-improvement. Constantly being aware of your thoughts, your actions, and how you respond. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fall. Who cares? Yeah, everybody saw you fall. Ooh, it's embarrassing. Who cares, bro? This is your life. Nobody else gets to see this. Nobody else gets to experience this. Nobody feels the pain or the joy or the love or the anger that is from within. So fuck them. It's all about you, my boy. Get to it. Let's get to it.